What's going on, everybody? Lewis here, or Wolfcraft, on Dakota Summerhorn, my little fire, level 60 legendary, and you guys have really been asking me to do a deck and gear setup for my level 60 fire, so here it is. Doing a deck and gear setup video for you guys, requested by a lot of people. So I'm gonna get right into it. So this is Dakota Summerhorn. He's looking pretty swagged with that little beak wand and the pet. I'm in Dragonspire because I'm working on a secret project. It's obviously a new character. I'll give you guys a little hint. It's a life, and it's going to be level 100. So, I made him a couple days ago, and we're in Dragonspire right now. We're in the Crystal Cove right now. We just finished up. We're going. I just logged off him, actually. I was questing using Dakota Summerhorn as help, because he's pretty good. So, just finished up here. We're about to finish Dragonspire today. Do a little Celestia. And then, hopefully by next week, by a week from now, we'll be level 100 and be able to produce those videos for you. So, might as well just say it. His name is Dakota Lotus. He's life. I'll show you him real quick. Dakota. Where is he? I just saw him, I swear. Dakota Lotus, here he is. So, give you a little sneak peek. Stats are all messed up for some reason. But, this is what he looks like currently. He's got the Life Elegant gear. He was looking pretty swagged out. Which pretty bad gear, but, pretty bad pet too, before working on that. But, a little sneak peek. Dakota Lotus, the Life, he's, coming soon, let's say. He's going to be, 1v1ing. I already got the Morgantha Amulet and some other stuff, so I'll do a gear and deck setup on him a little later down the line. But let's hop into this gear and deck setup for the level 60 legendary fire. We'll get into it. We'll look at gear first. So, hat, I always prefer Waterworks. I prefer Waterworks because the crit, the resist, and the accuracy, it's probably the best thing you can get. And it's a lot of people have trouble with Waterworks. They can't always get it. So if you cannot get Waterworks, another suggestion I have for you is the Blazing Chieftain's Helm, which is right here. They're compared to the Waterworks stats. 10 more health with Waterworks, same accuracy, 3 more resist with Waterworks, 2 more crit, 1 more damage. And you lose the Fireblade card, but in the end it's all okay. So if you do not have Waterworks, you can craft this from a guy in Grizzleheim. The girl is in Sujland, I believe. She's like a crafting girl, or it's a guy, I don't know. But and this is just random stuff from questing with Dakota Summerhorn. Dakota Lotus. But this is just for Stitch. This is just crown gear that I had on him, and that's just other Stitch stuff. So level 60, I would either recommend for helmets the Fire Starter's Hood or the Blazing Chieftain's Helm. For the robe, I also recommend Waterworks Cape. Here it is. But if you do not have the Waterworks Cape, I recommend going with the Chief Grab of Flames, because they're both really good. I use them for also the accuracy, the resist. It's just the best gear for that level. But if you cannot get the Waterworks Cape, I would recommend going for the Chief Grab of Flames, which is also sold by the same person in Sujland. You can look up this robe and it'll just tell you where you can get the crafting recipe. So they're all craftable gears. So that's what I use, that robe, and then that's a substitute. And then for the boots, I use the Glendemming's Sturdy Boots, which are the Warlord Boots. They're 600 arena tickets, and those are the stats on them. But before I got enough tickets to buy them, I used the Fire Starter's Boots, which are my Waterworks boots. I would recommend Waterworks boots if you do not have Glendemming's yet or cannot get Glendemming's. I do recommend either Waterworks boots or the Boots of the Wildfire, which are also the level 56 craftable from Grizzleheim or from Wintertusk. These are them, so you can compare them. Let me put on Waterworks boots. You can compare these. You get a little more health, a little more accuracy, same damage, more block, and more resist in incoming. So there's a pretty big difference on the boots between the craftable Wintertusk and Waterworks for boots. But I would recommend full Waterworks gear pretty much until you can get Glendemming's boots. Only for fire though. I mean, other schools use Glendemming's robe and boots. Other schools use hat and then boots. They have like different setups for other schools. But this is just what I use for fire. For ring, I tried to get the I think it's the Wolf's or Bear Claw of Fire, but it's you only get it from one boss. He only drops it, and you can only farm or battle him once throughout your whole questing. So I had a bunch of my friends that didn't do it yet, and we did that, and I still couldn't get it. But here it is, the Garnet Bear Claw. It's a craftable thing in Grizzleheim as well, in Wintertusk. This is by a guy in Vesterland who gives the recipe. It's a really good thing. I'm just using this until I can get the Duel's Fatal Razor, still trying to get tickets for that. But here it is, the Garnet Bear Claw. Gives 200 health, 190, 139 mana, 2 energy, which is just there, 15 power pip, 8 block, 6 damage, and 8 incoming and outgoing. So this is a very good ring until I can get my hands on that Fatal Razor. I'm going to be using that when I get it. But this is also a very, very good replacement, and it's craftable. So for amulets, I do recommend either using the Life Mastery if you want to heal. And I don't always use the Life Mastery. I changed it up with this and Nightshade's Choker for extra weakness, because I don't think I have weakness trained. So I might use Nightshade Choker for the weakness still. The Jewel of the Faint could be useful, and I also have the Amulet of Free Movement, what I got with arena tickets. This I usually use for 2v2 or tournaments where people try to stun me, and I didn't get that block. But I'll probably Life Mastery. If you don't have Life Mastery, I would go with one of these for the card. For ring, I use this, the Ruby Ring of Battle, before I got the Dual Daredevil ring. You can get this from the Bazaar. For like a couple thousand gold, Ruby Ring of Battle. There's a lot of them in there, and it's pretty good stats. 165 health, 165 mana, 18 power pip, 7 block, and 6 fire damage. There's a Ruby Ring, or there's a Ring of Battle for each school, and then there's a Bear Call for each school. But only some of them you can both find in the Bazaar. But yeah, so I used that up until I got the Dual Daredevil ring, and this was obviously an improvement. For pets, I try to use a pet with damage, so this is the pet I use. Mega Blaze Beast with triple damage, proof, and fairy. It's a pretty good pet. Before I got this, I used this pet, which was pretty bad. Sprite, proof, 6 damage, and power play card. It was pretty bad, but I had to work with it, and then eventually hatching and hatching and hatching, training and training, got me this pet. So, amount doesn't matter. And I'll show you guys my 1v1 deck. 2v2 decks is just, I'm not going to show you that now, but I'll show you the 1v1 deck, and these are just like questing decks. So, for my 1v1 deck, here's what it looks like. I got 5 towers in, just, put up the tower to absorb them hits. 3 volcanic shields, because I do go against a lot of storms. And not really that many fires, but I do go against a lot of storms. So I put 3 of them in. If I could get one more slot, I'd probably take out one of these for another tower. But I can't. Unfortunately. But then I have 5 Gargantuans and 5 Monstrous to enchant my hits. Brimstone Revenant I crafted, so I have 4 of those in, and I have 3 Freets, because I'll show you why in a second. I have 3 Freets, 3 Fire Elves. This is good for the overtime. But my main hit is either Ifrit or Hackhound, but it's mostly Ifrit. This is just good because it does a lot of damage if you want Gargantuan it, and it can take off shields, make them keep the shields off. Fireblade, obviously, just to increase your damage. These 2 for them ices that you might get, and just in case, the extra storm shields. Heckhound is a pretty good hit. Just build pips and put up infow and have a bubble up, or just put a blade on and hit. This does a lot of damage. One Elephant. Sorry, just in case you need to get that hit and you can't really find anything else, and it does a lot of damage. 4 Krampus, it's like the cheap man's Lore Master. It's a Fire Lore Master, pretty much. Doesn't do as much damage, but it's not bad at all. 4 pips, you can give them the Black Mantle, so not bad. 3 minions, Fire Elemental, just in case they put up a minion, or they're like they have high resist, or just I need to beat them down. Put up a minion so you can do that. Next I have Power Link. I have 4 Power Links in because this is a great spell to heal back and also do damage. It does a pretty good amount of overtime damage, so that's what I use. 3 Sunburn. This thing packs a lot of punch. It's doing like 500-600 base if you go Gargantuan it, and it's a pretty good finishing spell. I like it. 3 Fire Bubbles. I don't really like to use bubbles like as a must. I like to have this bubble up as a just something to change their bubble. So that's why I really keep them in. 3 Infouls. The Pierce, I don't really need the accuracy because I can't fizzle fire spells on this account with my base accuracy. I'll show you the stats in a minute. 2 feints for the heck hound if I put the overtime on, or if I'm just trying to do mass damage with any Ifrit. 2 infections for the heals, and 3 elemental blades for more blades. So that's the main deck, and I'll show you the TC now. TC consists of 3 tower shields, just in case I really can't find one in my main deck, and I'm in desperate need, so I'll have them. 2 satyrs for heals. I really don't need to heal much because I also have the power link in the main deck that I can heal back with for a pretty good amount. And if I can crit, I can get the crit heal back. So I don't carry too many heals, only 2, because I really never need them. I barely even use any of these. I carry 2 Brimstone Revenants enchanted with Gargantuan TC that you can get from the Archivist. There are them right here. I carry 2 of them because, you know, they're pretty solid. 700 damage for 4 pips, not bad. I carry 2 Gargantuan Ifrits. This is what I usually use to hit. You know, I'll just pop my usual strat is I'll pop an Infal and then a Blade, and then I'll just Ifrit if they don't have a shield on. If they have a shield on, I'll probably like power link it off, and then probably Blade again or shield and then Ifrit. Ifrit's really good if you have that Infal up. It does a lot of damage. 2 Fire Elves to get off shields and just, you know, do overtime damage. Doing 500 base right there, even more. 1 Firezilla for the finishing blast, I guess. It does a lot of good damage too for 4 pips. 2 Krampus for you know, that Fizz, the whole She-Man's One Master. 2 Power Link, just in case if I really need one at the time and I can't find one. Then I have 2 Infals if I can't find an Infal in my main deck. 1 Reshuffle for the long matches, and 2 Weakness to weaken the opponent hits. And this is like my other deck, just 1 Fireblade for my pet, and the wand hits. So, now let's take a look at stats. My stats with the gear that I'm currently wearing. I have 79, almost 80 damage. Very good damage for fire, because I know fire is not that great on damage. Ever since, like, after Dragon's Fire, they really nerfed fire with the damage part of things, so, but, you know, they also gave fire some pretty hard-hitting base spells, so I don't blame them, and also pretty good resist and whatnot. So, that's my damage, 31 to the others, 43 universal resist, which is not bad at all, 29 universal accuracy, which is extremely good for, I can't really fizzle anything besides the storm spell on 1%. Without, like, say if I don't have anything, I'm pretty much powering through on everything, no matter, I really can't fizzle with that accuracy. My crit is 179, which I can crit a decent amount on. It's not too much, it's only like almost 40% crit. I think it's 37% to be exact. So I don't crit that much, but when I do, it's, you know, it's useful, and I crit, you know, quite often, I guess. My block is pretty solid, pretty decent amount of block. 130 is a really good block for this level, so I can block most hits that are thrown at me. 87 power pip, so pretty much getting power pip most of the time. Maybe sometimes I won't. In and out's not too bad. It's like almost 20-20 pretty much, I'd say, if I round it. So, excuse me. That's not bad. It's also pretty good. The 2 stun resist for my boots, this really doesn't work at all. It worked once the other day, and I was really happy when it did. I was like, I was cheering. But yeah, that doesn't really come in handy. That's just there from the boots. And I got 3 Pierce from the Daredevil ring, which can, I guess, come in handy. They probably, when they see Pierce through the resist, they're like, whoa, where's this guy's Pierce? Like 1 million? But no, it's only 3. But anyway, guys, that is it. That's it. There's my gear and deck setup. So, hope you guys did enjoy. Leave a like if you did. It's always appreciated. And I hope you guys did enjoy this the deck and gear setup for Legendary Fire 1v1. And it's been fun. I'm Lewis, Dakota Summerhorn. See you guys next time. Bye.